Hi, I'm Fran Fraschilla from ESPN, and you're watching an ESPN video blog. Today I want to give you a World Championship preview. The tournament will be held in Istanbul, Turkey on August 28th. That's the start of the preliminary round, and it'll go through September 12th, which will be the championship gold medal game in Istanbul. First of all, let's talk about who's not here. It's interesting because as we've seen so many international players come to the NBA in the last decade, and we've seen some great players, guys like Nowitzki and Yao, Gasol. It's interesting that as much as they have done a great job of representing their countries in the past, the rigors of a 100-game schedule, including playoffs, has really taken its toll. So here's a list of guys that will not be at the World Championships. We know the entire USA gold medal team will not be playing. No Kobe, no LeBron, no Chris Paul, no Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony. But here, how about this? Ginobili, Tony Parker, Yao, Pau Gasol, Mehmet Okur from Turkey, Andrew Bogut from Australia, Nowitzki, Kirilenko, Beno Udrih from Slovenia, and of course Steve Nash hasn't represented Canada in I think since the 2000 Olympics. So that's 10 outstanding NBA players that will not be part of their national teams in the World Championships. Now, if you're looking for some quality young players to keep in mind in terms of international players, here's a few for you that I want you to keep an eye on. Ante Tomic from Croatia, who's 7'2" and has a lot of Pau Gasol in him. He's a property of the Utah Jazz, and I don't expect him to be in the NBA for another year or two. But Croatia is in Group B with Team USA, so we'll see how Ante Tomic does, but he's a very talented guy. Nando De Colo of the San Antonio Spurs, with Rodrigue Beaubois out for France at point guard and no Tony Parker as well. You'll get a chance to see De Colo play as a point guard for the French national team, and he's got a major challenge on his hands. After that, you've got a guy like Milos Teodosic, who is from Serbia, who's one of the outstanding players in Europe, a guard. Don't see him coming over to the NBA anytime soon, but he is a terrific player. And then you've got a guy named Victor Claver, property of the Portland Trailblazers, a 6'9" small forward, who is part of that Spanish team. And although he is not a starter, a very talented young player who I think you're going to hear from in the future. Don't forget Nicolas Batum from France, who's only 21 years old, will be playing. He's property of the Trailblazers, an outstanding second-year player going into his third year. So it'll be fun. 24 teams are represented in this World Championships from all over the globe. It should be very exciting. And just quickly, teams that I think will give the USA trouble, obviously Spain, Argentina, and Greece. But Australia is a very physical team. Brazil has got Nene, Barbosa, Splitter, and Anderson Varejao, 4 guys that will be in the NBA this year. Those are just some teams to watch. Slovenia with Goran Dragic of the Suns. It'll be fun. It'll be, the world has gotten closer. The competition has really, I think, improved dramatically. And as we've seen over the last decade, Team USA will not have an easy run to the gold medal. In fact, it'll be very difficult and challenging, in part because of what we talked about in previous blogs. Does Coach K have enough time to create continuity and chemistry, despite the fact that this is a talented young team?